With boundless school pride, unwavering presence at campus events, and a wingspan of wisdom, this individual has truly soared through their Yale-NUS journey. They may not have written a capstone, but they've certainly captured our hearts. Please, put your hands together for our final graduate, Halcyon. Have selected their student speaker who will now address us on behalf of the graduating class. Let's welcome Ms. Zahra Lalani. Zahra was born profoundly deaf and uses a cochlear implant to help her hear. At Yale-NUS, Zahra has championed inclusion through the Intercultural Engagement Office, pioneering Heritage Day, co-hosting sign language tables, moderating panels on diversity, equity, and inclusion, and advocating for accessible policies. Zahra, please.
Fellow graduates, esteemed professors, dedicated staff, cherished guests, and beloved families, thank you for joining us on this momentous day. Before I start, I would just like to say I woke up this morning with a sore throat, so please bear with me. Today we stand together, 240 students from 35 countries, 4 years of resilience, 3 residential colleges, 2 divorced parents, Yale and NUS, and 1 remaining class, the class of 2025. Now, let's all take a deep breath and return to 2021, where we took root. Some of us began our journeys on Zoom or quickly unmuting ourselves, waiting endlessly for visas and spending 2 weeks in quarantine. The rest of us began in Singapore, with the chaos of moving day, waiting forever for the lift, especially at Elm. Dabaing lukewarm bentos, and overthinking if we should hug or wave to our sweet mates. It wasn't the typical college start we imagined, but it was ours. And just as we were learning to find our footing, the ground shifted. On August 27, 2021, screams erupted from Sky Gardens across campus. Yale-NUS College was to be closed. Our already uncertain beginning felt like an ending. That night, we stood in the courtyards, candles in hand, turning grief into solidarity. We barely knew each other or what it meant to be a Kingfisher, but we still came together. Where else would a college closure be met with such care, resilience, and community? In the following weeks, we faced a decision that no other class had ever encountered: to stay at Yale-NUS, a place still unfamiliar, or to start again somewhere new. Every one of us in this hall today chose to stay, and we made this college our home. The last 4 years have been a whirlwind, especially as seniors, balancing job applications, internships, health, social lives, homesickness, capstones, and a never-ending stream of 2359 deadlines. All while saying goodbye to one residential college after another, managing expense claims with no juniors left to pass them on to, and a little too much I'll sleep after graduation energy. But as I reflect on this time, it's not the stresses or the struggles that I fixate on. It's the everyday moments I remember most. Saving someone's laundry at 3 a.m, debating who's the best common curriculum author on our polls group chat, locking in at Cafe Agora after hours of procrastination, writing logical premises 1 minute and coding in R the next. We showed up for each other. We looked forward to inhaling Indomie every Monday at the Nest. We signed up as peer tutors to help each other become academic weapons. We joined into college games to keep the Kingfisher spirit alive. We poured our energy into attending labs, pioneering diving trips, and sharing our cultures at Diversity Week, scrambling for sync tickets and dancing our hearts out in PR6. Our college also showed up for us. From sight reading endless resume drafts, the Student Affairs Office throwing Halcyon birthday bashes, to the Financial Aid Office making it possible. There's so many of us to be here, travel abroad, and access a world-class education, one where staff and faculty genuinely care. And you all showed up for me too. I am profoundly deaf and wear a cochlear implant to hear. You welcomed me each morning at Brew House, lowering your masks so I could lip read. You wore clear face coverings and jotted down notes for me during seminars. You sat with me late into the night, helping me with Hindi pronunciations, and projected song lyrics for me so I could follow along. When I was struggling, professors made time for me, offering extra office hours and support. And when I approached the Student Affairs Office for note-taking help, they didn't just approve it, they said, "Let's build it together." And so we did. You all attended my deaf awareness trainings, joined me and Kimberly's sign language tables, and cheered me as I stood on stage at Bread and Jam concerts performing sign language interpretations. Thank you. You showed up. Yale-NUS showed up, making sure that I, and so many others with different needs, never had to struggle alone. To the class of 2025, during our time here, we didn't just earn a degree. We filled these halls with life even as they were being packed up. We learned to support one another and hold space for differences. In a world that often feels increasingly individualistic and divided, it's now more important than ever to create spaces where compassion, inclusion, and support are intentional, where diversity isn't just acknowledged, but truly celebrated. We have the power to show up for one another, to lead with kindness, and to make sure no one is left behind. We are the 240 students who chose this college. We are 35 countries worth of couches to crash on. We are 4 years of liberal arts education. We are 3 residential colleges combined into one. We are 2 founding schools in Asia for the world. And we are 1 final class. And as the last class to ever sit in this hall, let's say a final thank you to Yale-NUS using sign language. And as we say our final thanks, think about the spaces we've lived in, the people who've shaped our journeys, and the memories we've created. I'll first show you the signs, and then we'll sign together. So let's all raise our hands. This is the sign for thank you. And this is the sign for Yale-NUS College. Now all together. Thank you, Yale-NUS College.
Thank you, Zahra. And next,